Today, we are playing some Thug Pro, and I'm gonna be going around as Dream, aka the guy from good old Freddy Fazbear's Security Breach. I don't know. I see Plague and Omni have SG. I don't know what that stands for. I look like Aquaman? I don't know what my character really is. I don't know what SG stands for. Skate games? I don't know what this is doing. I don't know where I was going. It looked cool, but I bailed. Vex Vid's good for all skin tones. So I got Omni over here. Omni just landed. Never mind. Omni won. No surprise. No surprises. Right to your head. I'm gonna see what other servers are up to right now. Oh, I need to be a pirate.
Yes, okay. I'm gonna join this server. We got One-Eyed Willie, Stomps, and Big Red. The other day I was going around downtown, and I happened to find a little bird, and he's now my pet, and he's on my shoulder. You know, I don't know what they're talking about, but I agree. I agree to the 100th degree. We got let me see what Big Red is doing.
Oh, they got the hookups board. Well, I think it's just because of me having it downloaded, but you know. But they also got the board that upside down. Also Stomps. Are you the only non-AFK person here? Because I don't happen to see anybody else skating around. There are a few other people in here. I don't really have like a friend group to play Thug Pro with. I just join random lobbies and play with whoever is in the match. It would be cool to have like a friend group that plays Tony Hawk that has Discord. Not just has Discord, but you know, VC, like a group chat thing. It would be cool to have like more people that create Thug Pro content. There's Evan Dropsicle, there's me, there's McTwistified. Well, it's not really Thug Pro content they do. They've made a few Tony Hawk videos, but it's not their main focus. But other than that, I don't know. I just feel like having a few more content creators that play Tony Hawk would be pretty sick, you know? I just always like seeing people make content on the games. Oh no, Orgasm is mad. I don't know what they're gonna do. No, One-Eyed Willie. Why do I know that name? I feel like I know that name. I don't know if I've seen them around or what. I never played this map. I don't know why I'm playing it even. Like, I know I'm playing it because they're playing it, but why this map? I have no clue. I'll never understand why people choose this map. Also, currently I've been starting to watch The Boys. I'm on season 2, halfway through that. It's really good right now, and I recommend anybody to watch it. I mean, I'm not fully through it, but it's really good. If you want stuff that is like raunchy, it's not for everyone. I know it's not, but it's very, very good. I've 100%ed a lot of Tony Hawk games, and Project 8 is one of those. Well, both versions. Well, I can't say both since there are 3 technically. Like the PS2 Xbox version is one version. PS3 Xbox 360 is another version, and then the PSP is its own thing. And then there's Tony Hawk's Project Mod, which I highly recommend if you haven't checked it out already, by Ironhawk. When 100%ing the PS2 version, it was a really easy game. The controls were wacky, and I didn't like it a lot in quite a few ways. But there were like some levels that were okay, and this one was just random. All there was to it was a classic mode mission, which, I mean, I got that done kind of pretty quickly. It's downhill jam, or not downhill jam, but it's downhill, and it's a tough one to try to get all goals. I don't know why. It's just downhill nonstop. With this level, there were also gaps, but not in the gap checklist. Every map has a gap checklist, but this one didn't. When you found a gap, it still counted that you found a gap. It also showed on the level select scene that you had this amount of gaps in this level. I somehow found some online guide. It was a text guide. There was no video guide to get all the gaps for this level. I mean, doing all gaps didn't even get me a reward, so that's a little dumb. But I found all the gaps in this level. And not many people can say that. Oh yeah. I like to brag about how many Tony Hawk games I have 100%ed. So I have 100% Pro Skater 2 and 64. Pro Skater 2 Xbox, so THPSX, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 on my GameCube, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4, 2 times actually. So I'm gonna count that as 2 on GameCube and Xbox, not Xbox, PS2. Underground, PS2, Underground 2 on my school laptop. Back before there was all this things, all this school software to where you couldn't even download things or whatever. Freshman year in my computer applications class, I did nothing but play Tony Hawk and talk to this kid that loved talking about Cyberpunk because he was so excited for the game to be released, and he was talking about it all the time, like, dude, Keanu Reeves, dude, this game is gonna be so good. They've spent 12 years on it. It's gonna be the best game ever. They're a huge Cyberpunk style game fan. They are very much into that genre, or like that era, or whatever you would call it. I don't know what their reaction to Cyberpunk is, because I wasn't like super close with that person, but I was just one of those friends at school that you talked to only at school. Other than that, I did American Wasteland. That was on my Xbox 360. That one was my first one that I did, although I was working on Pro Skater 2 before that. I did Project 8 on my Xbox, and then, no, it's the other way around. Project 8 on my PS2, and then Project 8 on my Xbox 360. I 100% Pro Skater HD on my Xbox 360 without the Pro Skater 3 DLC. I don't have that, sadly. Even though I wish I could get it, I just can't. And let me just tell you, after 100%ing Pro Skater HD, I enjoyed it a lot more. Like, a lot more. I love that game now. Which nobody can say, I feel like. I feel like a lot of people, like, they have a tough time saying that. Yeah, I love Pro Skater HD now. Except for the whole Big Head Survival. Big Head Survival is awful. I don't see why anybody would like that game mode, or why it was even created. I used to hate Hawkman. It's now one that I enjoy a bit more. It's still not my favorite, but I still enjoy it a lot more than I did before I played HD to the fullest. Which, if you don't know, 100%ing HD does mean playing 100%ing the game with every character, with all the game modes. I need to... Oh, I'll play as the nurse. Why not, you know?
Oh, the boys are gonna love me. Oh, man. Because, like, you know, whenever I go online, they can never tell which one is the real me. I'm just saying, the real Vex is me, the nurse. Oh, I love Pro Skater HD, man. Like, I'm telling you, when you play the game non-stop, try to 100% it, you will have there will be ups and downs. You will enjoy this, you will hate this, but I do have to say, I love most of the game except for Big Head Survival. That one it's a no-no. Especially on Marseille, when you're just doing tricks non-stop, getting bored, and then you're not really paying attention to the combos you're doing, so your head just gets really large, and then you just explode, and that'll be 2 minutes wasted when you, like, it can add up if you're not playing to your best capacity or whatever. If you're not fully focused, man, that game mode is so bad. I used to think the gameplay used to be really bad. I actually like it a lot more now, especially after knowing the
the history of Pro Skater HD. For Pro Skater HD, Robomoto wanted to get the project files from the first 2 or 3 Pro Skater games, and from there, work on the game and remaking, or just like remastering the whole thing. And for the longest time, during a good portion of the production, or like the game production time, Activision just wouldn't give them the files for no reason. Okay, I'm being serious. Activision had the files. They could have just gave Robomoto the files at the beginning of the game, like production time. It could have been a way better game, but they didn't. So, you know what? They were like, okay, since we're not gonna be able to get the project files or whatever, just any of the files from the original game, we'll just start making it from scratch. So they were making it from scratch, making sure everything was working and all of that. And then I think like halfway through the production time, they were like, yeah, actually, let's give you the project files. And so doing that, they already had all this work done remaking the levels, and they had to just toss that into the trash can because they now have the levels and all that from the original games. From this, they decided, oh man, we got to start over. And they started by, they used the original levels, but with doing this, they had to resize everything, make sure that the gravity is different so that it works for this, and also redo texturing and all of that, and maybe meshes as well. They had to remake the game after they were already remaking it. And so a lot of the stuff you see in HD isn't even Robomoto's fault, since a lot of their production time was wasted from Activision not giving them their files, the files that they needed. Activision also screwed them over for Pro Skater 5. They were making a different game called Tony Hawk World. I think that's what it was called. And they were making that, a completely different game. I don't even remember the premise of the game, because I don't know if my friend knew the premise of the game or not. But with this, they had a game that I think they were gonna make. I don't know if they were already in production of making it, but Activision really wanted to make a cash grab instead. Name it Pro Skater 5, make it to where it's, I don't know, just a whole cash grab, because it has Pro Skater 5, try to make it more classic-like, but also, I don't know. Activision just screwed them over. Ride and Shred, they were trying something different, and that's fine. I still enjoyed the games, not to the extent of original, like actual Tony Hawk games. I treat them as completely different games entirely. They're not the same at all. I love to rant about that because it's so stupid. I love ranting about Activision. Who doesn't? They do so many dumb things. I think it's like a mutual thing where everybody hates on Activision. Like, they got great games, but Activision is not that great. I think that's about it. I know you guys didn't want to hear all that ranting, but I don't care. So, yeah, pretty cool. I got monetization now, so that's actually really sick. I don't know if I have said that already in a video and just recently, but I now have monetization. And so you'll now see ads on my videos, and
Don't skip, please. Give me the ad revenue.
other than that, that's about it. That's really all that's been updated about my channel. I want to do some more Black Ops 3 Zombies. If you didn't know, I made a Black Ops 3 Zombies video showing my friend the world of Black Ops 3 Zombies. He didn't try every map. I wanted to show him all the maps, but I have another one in the mix, in the works, and yeah. That's about it. My name is Vex. Watch the Black Ops 3 video. Stay goated!